So I have long hair, and if you can see, I like when it looks kind of like a cattail in a ponytail. So I put it in a ponytail first to judge where I want my layers to start. And you can see right about there, because I hate whenever I get done with a haircut and then my ponytail looks like it's all bobbed. I hate that. So I want it to look fluffy and full, so that way you can kind of tell where you are going to have your layers at. And I want them to come right about there. So I need to take off about that much of my hair, and really just in that area, and then disconnect it, and we'll leave that a little bit long, and then I'll show you how to blend it in a little bit. All right, so just about that, and that gives us enough of a judge. And then once I do that, I take my hair and push my bangs forward. And that's kind of how you can tell where your bang area is gonna be. You can take your comb and put it on your head, and where the comb begins to lift off of your head, that's gonna be the beginning of your fringe. And then right where your eyebrow is, rock your comb up, and then you'll create this little triangle, and that's gonna be your fringe area. And then you just repeat that on the other side. See? Yeah. And obviously I need to clean that up a little bit. There we go. All right, and having the right tools is super important too. That's one thing that you'll definitely notice about when you go to a salon is they always have really good tools. So again, I'm a hairdresser. I definitely recommend going to a salon, but I thought I was gonna cut my hair today, so I decided to share it. Oh my gosh. Oh my, do you see that? Did I just spot a gray hair? Oh my, I have gray hair. That's messed up. Okay, anyway, so once you establish your fringe area, we're going to go right back to where I want this to start to be full, and see how you create another like diamond shape right through here. And the comb that I'm using is a YS part comb. There we go. And see, I'm going right in to, can you see that? Like where the comb leaves my head, you can tilt it in, and it's right on that edge. So I'm going right in between there, okay? There we go. And you'll be able to tell if you have it right because of how clean your hair will pop. Like, there we go. Hey, what's going on? Now see, there we are. And see how that wants to lift up just a bit? We're gonna incorporate that in. There we go. Oh, thanks for the like. How's it going? How far does your, I don't know. Is that an appropriate question? There we go. Maybe, there we go. All right. Do you see that? Okay. Now we have our little triangle. And then I'm going to go from my crown from the two corners of my head. Okay? And we're just going to draw a line right across. And then once you get this area situated, no, it's not. Okay. Well, okay. Thanks for your honesty, London. There we go. Then we're just going to tie that up and clip it. And Mr. London, I'm just going to say we are going to have to do this. Thank you. I'm responsible for the chat as well, and I'm the only person here. So thank you. I don't want to offend anybody. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a zigzag and see how I'm using the point of my comb, and I'm just zigzagging up, and then I'm taking that zigzag all the way around that line, And then that is going to diffuse this so that you don't create any hard shapes in your hair that will be hard for your stylist to get out. And see, I'm just creating little triangles. See? There we are. I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, so, and then you're going to continue to create that zigzag right through the back. All right. I'm not trying to be hateful, all right, or rude or anything. Please understand that. Thank you. And thank you for the compliment if that's what you're trying to do. I do appreciate that. Okay, so we're just going to clip that up there. Okay. Now we have it all separated. And right here, I'm going to go right down the center back and just kind of separate it with my fingers and then pull it side to side. Okay? And this is when it's a good time to have a brush. So now we're just going to comb that out. There we go. And I tried to wear a brighter shirt this time because I do recall in one of my lives, I cut my hair last time, and I told you, I said, it's going to be a while before I can do it again, but I promise I'll have better lighting and a brighter shirt so you can see it. So I try to keep that in mind, okay? There we go. So now I have it all separated. Okay, and the reason why we do that is, thank you very much. Okay, so the reason why we do that is so we can see what we're gonna cut off of our length, okay? So we wanna keep that really horizontal. And then I'm just gonna comb it down. Excuse me? Okay, there. And then we're gonna keep that really horizontal. And then see how it goes, just like that. Now I'm not gonna cut a lot off on this part because I don't wanna cut a lot off my length, all right? And then I'm gonna look at it because I'm standing up here and I'm gonna point cut. And when I cut, I'm gonna pull my scissors out and close them. But when I come close to my fingers, I'm not closing my scissors or my shears so that I don't cut my finger, okay? It's really easy to cut your finger. And just kind of go back and forth until you make a nice little line. Boom. See? Did you guys see it? All right. And then you can line it up. Let's move these. There we go. And so you just make sure that you're standing at the center or pulling the hair to the center so that you can tell where it's going to be. There we go. See right there. And then I'm just going to check my guide, which is right there. And then close my shear as I pull out. There we are. Yay. And then see the little point right here from the over direction, that means pulling it forward. Just comb it down. Anytime you pull the hair out of where it actually lives, it's called over directing it. Okay. Woohoo! And see, now I have my length established. Okay. And what I ultimately want to do is see, I'm growing my bangs out kind of. So I want them to look a little 70s, right? Okay, so this part of my hair is really fine, right? So I'm gonna pull this forward and I'm gonna not elevate it because I want a lot of density, okay? But it needs to lose some of that length, right? So I'm just gonna comb it forward from my ear. Okay. And then right where I want to start seeing those layers, you guys see that? Right where I want to start seeing those layers, I'm going to overdirect my fingers into that length. You see that? And then we're just going to chop that off. And my scissors are going to mimic my shear. In other words, the line. You feel me? Okay. There. All right, so that's that side. And then we're going to match the other side. And really I'm going by density and where the hair lives. So right, the high point of the ear. There we go, and pull it forward. Take your other side, match it up. There's your guide. Overdirect your fingers. You see it? Boom. And then I'm just gonna match that up. Keep that angle. And see how I actually comb it into position? That's what it's allowing me to drop my hands. Like if I was doing a client's hair, I wouldn't drop my elevation. But you have to be able to see your own hair. So again, go to a salon if you can. There we go. Woohoo, it's cute, right? And then, now we have to connect this corner here, which is basically like right to the corner of your head. So, if you guys can tell what I mean. Right here, right? Okay. Now, see how my comb and my elevation? My fingers, there's my angle, my guide. We're just gonna cut that little tail. Cool? All right. Yay! Now let's do it on the other side, which is right here. Okay. We're doing the same thing. Whoop. And see, if I drop my hair, I recomb it back into elevation. There it is, there's the tail. You see it right there? Oh, can you see it right there? See how it makes like a little arc? And then you see where we cut the guide at the bottom too, kind of. Okay. Here's a good way to show you right here. Okay. Now, if I was doing it myself, I'm gonna hold it like this, okay? So let me recomb it so it's not confusing. Okay. So I'm putting my thumb on the inside and I'm combing like this so that I can see my angle. Now I can see my hair. Can you tell what I mean? Now I can see my hair. Okay? And that's that nugget right there. But see, my fingers and my shears still mimic each other. And just cut that little tail. Okay? There we go. You know, I probably should have put an extension and pretended like I really jacked up my hair. That would have been kind of funny. But I don't have any. There we go. actually don't have any. There we are, right there. I used to. You see that? Okay. And then there's that nugget right there. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with my thumb on the inside again so you guys can see what you're doing. And trim that little bit. Okay. And again, you're cutting long hair, so it's not like super dramatic. So sorry. But then it wouldn't be long hair anymore. Yeah, no, too short. I used to have clients like that. They'd be like, you cut like, well, kind of. I was more of a colorist. But when I had clients that I cut hair, maybe that's why I didn't cut hair that much. Oh, no, I'm just playing. Kind of. No. But I colored hair in New York for a long time at Color Salon. It was a lot of fun. I miss it, actually. I miss my people there. They were really cool. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm combing all of those little knots out. And if Emma ever sees this, she's going to laugh really hard. You know it. And NYC, yeah. We worked at the 57th Street and the Soho location together. It was a lot of fun. Soho location's still there. I think 57th Street, they moved it, right? I don't know if you've ever been. But I'm pretty sure they moved it. Like, over to the east side, maybe? They were doing it right before I left. Okay. Now, we have this whole block right here, right? You see that? And then, right before I left LA, like literally, my moving van was going out, Rodney calls. I was like, no! Okay, here. So we're gonna pull this up, and then see how I'm pulling it way, way, way forward? And then there's my guide, right there. Oh, really? Oh, cool. It's cold up there, huh? Now, see, I'm gonna cut from guide to guide and pull my shears out. There we are. And I'm actually cutting long in the back and short in the front. You see? Maybe you can see better if I do it like that. I don't even know why I point cut it, but we're gonna cut it short like that. Right across and shake it up. Yay! And then see, it's all like fun. And if you have really wet hair, you can use a razor on it too. I don't recommend razoring your own hair dry, especially. But you could. I mean, some people do. Maybe you got those skills. And then we are just gonna go right here and see this bit of weight. See, I'm gonna pluck this out right here. And then I'm gonna comb it. If you can imagine a line coming out of your head, it'd be 45 degrees, okay? So, thank you so much. And we're gonna comb it straight out just like that. And then I keep dropping it. So if you drop it, it's important to pick it back up for this bit, okay? And then that's about how I want my layers, okay? See, there's my guide right here. I'm gonna chop it. You ready? I am. My hair has been so dry since I don't have any humidity. After leaving Florida, it's been like so dry here in West Texas, let me tell you. Okay, so here's my guide. And we're just gonna match it up to right back here. There we go. Come. See, my hair is gonna come so much better. If your hair starts getting really ratty like that, it's probably because it needs to be cut. I'm not like a huge like. There we go, right there. See it? And you'll notice how much easier this is gonna be. See, watch. So much better. And see, I'm not cutting anything from my length. It's all inside. So make sure you're not pulling up the hair from down here. If you need to, drop it down. Wear a bright colored shirt and see what's underneath, okay? And then we're coming. See those little tangles? Pull it forward. Pulling it forward will make it longer in the front and shorter in the back, okay? And again, I'm gonna put my thumb towards me so I can see my hair. Allow my fingers to get the angle. You're not really supposed to put your shears down, but it's hard when you're doing your own hair. There we go. Okay, and then see, you just keep going around until you get to the center back. Remember we discussed center back, which is basically draw a line down the middle of the back of your head. There we are. See that? There's the nugget. And shaboom. There we are. Alrighty. Here we go. What do you think? We got one side, or we have to do one nugget here. And see how down center back. I'm almost making like pie sections across the top of my head. So thumb on the inside. There it is. There we go. All right. It was a fun evening, I have to say. I just got some new bearings on my skates. And they're so fast. My skates don't squeak anymore. I accidentally scared this guy. I felt kind of bad. But it's so nice that they're so much more comfortable to ride into. Here we go. They needed to be replaced for a really long time now. I wish we had a few more options. Here we go. Okay, now we're taking the next section. And again, allowing that to drop down. There you go. But my favorite color is definitely, I love Reckon, but L'Oreal. It's definitely my favorite hair color. Have you ever been to France? I went when I was like 14. There we go. And see just that little nugget right there. And the next one. Okay. And come it forward. They have such beautiful art there. I used to let My favorite museum is actually not the Louvre. Surprise, surprise. But there we go. Pull it all forward. So Orsay is one of my favorite museums. I should learn how to pronounce that better. Maybe I need to. I used to take French lessons. That'd be fun. Right there. Okay. And we're just gonna get that little nugget. All right, and then we're gonna complete this with the center back. One of my favorite things there was definitely the cheese and the trains, for sure. The cheese on the train specifically. When I was with my dad. Okay. And those little nuggets. All right. And then, let's see. Yeah. And you just comb through, make sure that you didn't miss anything. Okay, perfect. And now, you just kind of shake it out and put some stuff in it. Where are we gonna put it? I have guts. I'm at my mom's house. I love guts though. You can do a lot with this spray mousse. I still can't believe, I cannot believe I spotted a gray hair. A bunch of them, like all clustered. It's messed up. Definitely gonna be hitting that. Some hair color. Okay, and you just kind of squish and fluff, and squish and fluff, and squish and fluff. Ugh. Very good. Okay. Yay! All right. And that is how you cut your hair at home. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And like and subscribe. Keep it crispy. Peace out. I'm gonna go eat some pizza.